It is Wednesday. It's What's Truck Wednesday. And today, we're going to be talking about something that me and Tom love, the Nissan Frontier, and the 2025 with the, what did Nissan call it? A rugged
refresh.
Yeah.
Which happens to be the same name as my deodorant.
So this is going to be a two-part series. We're going to talk about the exterior in part one, part two, interior.
Yeah.
Because Nissan sort of went for it with the refresh, and they actually did a bunch of stuff.
They did.
And I think that that's really neat. It's kind of unlike Nissan to do more than one or two little tweaks.
And they listened to customers' requests.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Looking at the exterior from a wide angle, first thing you're going to notice, 6-foot bed on the Pro 4X is a new offering, which I think is probably one of the coolest things that they did. I know that when my sales staff told me that they were coming with a long bed, I honestly didn't believe it. I thought that they were misreading something.
Right.
And I think that you agree. You like the long bed?
Yeah, it's something that we've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
And it really changes the look of that truck. It takes it from, what you looked at as before as being, a mid-sized pickup truck. Now it's a full-size rig, and it opens up a lot of options for getting more out of that truck.
Yeah.
You can sleep in the back now.
Right, you stretch your legs all the way out.
You're in a 45-degree angle across the corners of the bed.
Yeah, which if you go and look at our tent video, we got a whole accessory video. So if you're a Frontier owner, going to be a Frontier owner, go hit that link up there and go check out that video if you're interested in some of the offerings from Nissan.
Yep.
Front end, get the mail slots. Me and you went out and had a little gander.
Yep.
And the grill is different.
Yeah. The grill's different.
Yep.
The bumper's completely different.
Yep.
And the treatment on the fog lights or driving lights, they've tidied that up, really just finished it off.
Yeah.
I think that's a big improvement.
Yeah, we have a 23 or 24 Frontier, a Pro 4X sitting out back, and trucks were sitting side by side, so me and Tom went and had a look. And one of the things I had not noticed was the fog light trim, which looks way cleaner now. A big thing, tow capacity.
Yeah, it's massive.
7,150 pounds. That is a 500-pound increase over the 24, 23 model. And I think that we've got an engineer from one of the warehouses or one of the manufacturing plants that was commenting on one of our videos. And I think he said that the way that they increased that tow capacity there was some things, it's something to do with the frame. It's not, it wasn't anything mechanically or anything like that they did. Of course, I don't have any real clarification on that, exactly what they did, but it doesn't matter. You can tow 500 more pounds.
That tow capacity is amazing, 7,150 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, so now with that 6-foot bed, you can load it up, load the trailer, you're ready to go. Pro 4X tailgate finisher.
How do you feel about that?
It's kind of a moot point for me. I don't think it makes or breaks the truck. I think that if you want your Frontier being a Pro 4X to stand out from the crowd, I think that's from the backside, that's a good way. I don't have any issues with it. I think that it's fine. I don't love it, don't hate it.
I like that they just put it on the one model, Pro 4X.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of an identifier for that model.
Right. Yeah.
Instead of doing it across the board, and then it's like, they just tack that on to make it look different from the year before. But
right.
That signifies Pro 4X.
Yeah, for sure. Another key feature for the Pro 4X is the 17-inch alloy wheels, which I completely dig.
Yeah, I think they're awesome.
I think that they're super cool. I think it's going to be a love-hate on those wheels. I think that, but I think that's a good thing because I think they'll be fans of that wheel, just like the Lego wheel.
To my eyes, it kind of makes the wheel look smaller and the tire look bigger, the way they've designed that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to put some bigger tires on one of these trucks with those wheels. Because, I mean, at that point, I don't think you need the Nismo wheels. Just rock those.
Right.
Why not? Across the board, a cool feature is the standard sliding glass. So whether you have an S, SV, SL, Pro 4X, you're getting a sliding back glass. The bed, the truck we're featuring here has a spray-in bed liner from the factory. It's got Utilitrack. It's got the lights in the bed. It's also got a power outlet. You're not going to see it in the shot here, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
How about the afterburn orange paint?
Yeah. Just pop a picture of that up here. I don't have any video of that. It's actually too unmissable to shoot video of.
Right. Doesn't even show up. Doesn't give good color representation.
Nissan's press release says unmissable. I don't think I've ever heard that word.
We missed it. We had one parked in the lot, and we were looking for the new.
We walked right past it.
We were too busy chatting it up, though.
Yeah. Let's see here. Under the hood, 3.8 liter, 9-speed transmission, 310 horsepower, 281 foot-pounds of torque. Nothing's changed there. It's all the same. I think that the truck has plenty of power. Remember the first time I drove the truck, I thought it felt weird driving it. But once you kind of get used to that 9-speed transmission, I got on the freeway this morning.
Yeah.
I don't normally get on the freeway, but I hopped on this morning to see what it felt like. Easy peasy.
Did you take that blue one home?
Yep.
Did you notice any difference in the ride with it being a longer wheelbase?
Not really. That's actually something I was thinking about coming in this morning was that we should hop in
one ride,
a 24 and a 25 and just see obviously
in a long
Pro 4X, yeah, and just see if it feels any different. We could also do it with the 25 because we got the orange one and the blue one. Drivetrain, electronic locking diff for the Pro 4X, Bilstein suspension, all-terrain tires. Get up underneath it, you still, on the Pro 4X model, you get all the skid plates, things like that, lava red tow hooks.
They're available separately as an add-on.
I was about to say, I love it when I see orders come through for those because it's such a unique thing. To put those red tow hooks on the front, I think it's a great add-on, and they're beefy as all get out.
Right.
What else? What did I miss? I missed something.
Did you talk about active brake limited slip?
No. So that's on
all grades.
Non-Pro 4X, right?
With the Pro 4X, you do get an upgrade to electronic locking diff. But yeah, the all grades get that active brake limited slip.
Okay.
Now, we talked about this before we came in here. It does have idle, stop, start, which I'm not really a fan of that, but it might just be that I don't know enough about it. But it's just, I think it puts I would think it puts a lot of strain on the starter.
I actually read a few articles about that. I just read one this past weekend because it was sort of it was a kind of a second part to an article somebody had done a long time ago. And I guess they're saying that the wear and tear is negligible.
Okay.
Personally, that has nothing to do with my hatred towards it. I hate it when I'm sitting at a stoplight and I go to start moving and there's just this lag.
Oh, you experienced it?
Oh, dude, I hate it. I turn it off every chance I get.
Yeah, I'm glad you can override it, but you have to switch it off every time you get in the vehicle?
No, because I turned it off, and when I got back in there, it was still off because I touched it just to see. Yeah. And it turned it on when I pushed the button. But one of the things, I saw a comment, I think it was on Reddit, I saw a comment where somebody said, if you leave the AC button on, you could be on defrost with the heat. When you stop, it will not turn it off. It overrides it. Okay. So there's some ways around it if you don't like it, if you want to leave it on.
I mean, that's a good idea if you live somewhere where it's hot, but...
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not going to get into all the cameras and safety stuff that kind of ties into the interior and the exterior. So we'll touch on that with the interior video so I can show you what that looks like. But I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Unless you got something to add. I love it. I say great job, Nissan. If anybody from Nissan that has anything to do with that truck and you know, checking off and signing off on design changes.
Yeah, the differences are quite considerable, especially when you're looking at it from the side. It's a big truck.
And I think it adds value to someone coming into a dealership and they go, okay, you know, if you came in here, because we have 23 and 24s used on the lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you came in and your choice was between a 23 and a 24, you're probably going to pick, you know, whichever one suits your price range better. But if you have the money and you come in and you go, okay, well, I want the 25 because it looks different, or vice versa. You might want the 24 because you like that look better. Who likes the 24 better than the 25? I can't think backwards. I like new and fresh. But I think the first, we'll call it the first generation D41.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Good looking truck. Hit subscribe. Next video, we're going to go to the interior. We'll cover the convenience package. If we have an SV or an SL, I'll try to get some shots of those interiors. But we do have a cloth and a leather Pro 4X here. So,
and I really want to test out those power outlets.
Yeah.
Going to bring some stuff from home. We'll plug it in and see how it works.
Yeah, we're gonna run it through the gamut. That might be its own separate video. Do these outlets actually work?
How much does it take to blow a fuse?
Yeah.
Bring in a microwave.
Thank you guys. Hit subscribe. Like, see you. Bye.